Meghan Markle's estranged father has been taken to hospital after suffering a suspected stroke. Thomas Markle Sr. had been due to fly to the UK for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee next week. However, on Monday night, he began experiencing pains at his home in Rosarito, Mexico. Paramedics were called and he was taken by ambulance in Tijuana with an oxygen mask strapped to his face and transported him around 9:30 p.m. to a hospital across the border in Chula Vista, California. His two eldest children, who Meghan also no longer speaks to, are by his side. His son, Thomas Markle Jr., 55, is now living close to his father, while eldest daughter Samantha, 57, is flying in from her home in Florida to be with her father. A source said, Tom was unable to speak to paramedics, he was so out of breath. He had to write down his symptoms on a piece of paper. Warning signs of the retired lighting director's failing health emerged last week in a court document. Mr. Markle, 77, is currently pursuing litigation against the paparazzi company he famously faked pictures with ahead of his daughter's wedding in May 2018. Last week, staff at the Superior Court of California, where the case has been filed, were due to hold a hearing involving the two parties. But according to a court document filed on May 19, it was placed on hold. The papers read, the court staff receives a phone call from the plaintiff's son prior to the hearing stating plaintiff has suffered a medical emergency. It is unclear what the issue was, but sources say Mr. Markle suffered his attack on Monday night after suffering from extreme tension. Mr. Markle has not seen his royal daughter in years, but has given several TV interviews about her marriage to Prince Harry since she joined the firm. It's believed he hasn't met his grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet. He's also made a series of negative claims about Harry. Responding to the Duke's claims that the royals were the family Meghan has never had, he said, that was an insult and that was bullshit. The 77-year-old, who is separated from Meghan's mum Doria, was planning on traveling to the UK in the next few days for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Speaking in an interview with GB News, he said he was hoping to spend time with the royals, especially Prince Charles. He said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to show my respect for the Queen and I'm going to make sure the Queen understands my entire family respects the Queen and the royals and we admire them and we want them to know that is how we feel about them. Meghan and Harry are also flying to the UK for the celebrations, and bringing their children Archie and Lilibet. It will be the first time Lily, named after her great-grandmother's childhood nickname, has returned to her father's homeland. Mr. Markle was unable to travel to the UK for Meghan and Harry's royal wedding in 2018 due to health issues. He was due to walk the bride down the aisle, but she instead made the walk along before being joined by her father-in-law Charles for the last few steps. At the time, she said, sadly my father will not be attending our wedding. I have always cared for my father and hope he can be given the space he needs to focus on his health. I would like to thank everyone who has offered generous messages of support. Please know how much Harry and I look forward to sharing our special day with you on Saturday. Mr. Markle was later found to have staged paid photographs for paparazzi in the US, weeks before her wedding, which he had denied to Harry. He later admitted he had been paid for the photos, though his daughter Samantha told the press it was her idea and she wanted to show how her dad was getting into shape and doing great healthy things before attending the wedding. 2 weeks before the wedding, he underwent surgery on his heart, which was thought to contribute to why he was not at the wedding. They have not spoken since. Relations between Meghan and her dad have since deteriorated. He was due to give evidence on behalf of a Sunday newspaper against the Duchess after she sued over publishing a private letter she had written to him. On the other hand, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex made a joint appearance at a polo tournament they organized in support of local charities in California. But royal commentator Angela Levin criticized a specific moment when Meghan wiped her husband's face. Ms. Levin branded the move a mess, adding, "Can't get over it. What sort of woman would wipe their husband's face during a public outing when crowds were looking? Wouldn't a quick whisper do to let him it himself?" If Netflix had been filming at Meghan and Harry's Polo Awards ceremony, it would have left any audience laughing hysterically.